So far, we have detailed the issue of human trafficking in PA, shared firsthand stories from victims, and explained why it is such an underreported crime. Now, Fox 43's Logan Perrone explains how agencies across our state are working together to make a positive impact in the fight against trafficking.
Every so often, big arrests make our local headlines as law enforcement agencies crack down on human trafficking in central Pennsylvania. However, human trafficking is a more frequent and urgent problem than portrayed in the media.
I think everybody wants to believe what they see on TV, these big sting operations where you bust these things. Do they happen? Absolutely. Is that the most common way that law enforcement comes into contact with victims of human trafficking? Absolutely not.
A collection of agencies and organizations make up York County's Human Trafficking Task Force.
York County Human Trafficking Task Force is a holistic approach that is comprised of different agencies such as law enforcement, mental health, medical, recovery, service providers, and the criminal justice system, that we can all come together and let York County know the dangers of trafficking and how to fight the battle, if you will.
Each member of the task force plays a different role to give a wide range of solutions to the complex issue.
What of our task force partners can we activate to help this person, whether it's drug and alcohol, mental health? How can we get this person services that may help them?
Once a direction is identified, Hummel says the task force can adjust if needed.
It varies case by case and individual by individual. It really just depends on what arena and what stage that our client is in, or our victim or survivor are in, whatever the client needs at that particular time. And that changes daily. It can change hourly from what they need.
Aside from local task forces, state agencies such as PennDOT and the Office of the Victim Advocate are also working to bring public awareness.
Transportation is, how victims get moved around on our transportation networks. Transportation agencies and DOTs are in a really unique position to be able to try to help.
Teaching employees working directly with the public on how to spot red flags is just one simple way of addressing the problem.
We've trained our frontline staff at the driver license centers to spot signs of potential trafficking, and we've trained it's part of the onboarding process for new staff, and all of our existing staff have been trained as well.
PennDOT is also finding ways to inform the public. This includes sharing information at places that see constant foot traffic, like service plazas on the Pennsylvania Turnpike.
So the more that we can help make sure people know what to look for potentially, then the more likely it is to help make a difference and help somebody out if they need help.
Other campaigns, such as the PA Office of Victim Advocates awareness launch in 2022, are signs of task forces working with state and local agencies to expand public awareness.
I think the biggest part of what we try to do is collaborate. There are many people involved in Pennsylvania that want to see this stop, and that's great because it is going to take all of us as a community.
This is why our task force is created. We just really want to let the community know the dangers, what to look for.
Estrella emphasizes the importance of exposing communities to the reality of human trafficking and its impacts.
It's important that we bring this to the forefront, bring this to the table in Pennsylvania, because it's happening to our children. It's happening to our sisters and our brothers, and that's what makes it so valuable. Whether it's 1 or 10,000, it shouldn't be happening.
Kraska says the task force and other localized efforts are having a positive effect, even if it doesn't always make the front page of the paper.
I think if we take successful prosecution as the only measurement of our success as a task force, we are short-sighting ourselves on the great things that we're doing to help victims and get victims the services that they need that may not necessarily end in that result.
Logan Perrone, Fox 43 News.